What's up, everybody? Today's video we're going to be doing a long-term review of the heavy hitter riding gloves from Odin Manufacturing. First off, let's get into what Odin says about these gloves, and then we'll see if any of that holds up. So these are my heavy hitters from Odin Manufacturing. So the features Odin mentions about these gloves is that they are made with premium goat leather. They come with a pre-curved construction, which you can kind of see in the hand there. I know they're broken in, but they were like that straight out of the gate. 3D soft flex knuckles, which you can see the knuckle protection there. You can see where after the time that I've had them, they've kind of broken in, and you can see them a little better now. And it is soft flex. These gloves have a two-piece palm. You can see the additional leather stitched onto the palm. They did the reinforcement in two pieces across the top and then across the bottom there, so you have a little more flexion in your hand. So I guess on previous models of the Odin gloves, the straps had a rubber type strap and fastener across the backs. They've switched that now to an embossed leather for a little more added comfort. They boast of one-piece seamless finger gussets, which I don't get because there's definitely a seam in there. However, you don't really feel it on the inside. So they are equipped with Odin Manufacturing signature tank magnets. So every pair of gloves from this company has a set of magnets here in the wrist. They stick together. It makes it nice to keep them together when you're not wearing them. And also, they stick to your tank bag if you're going somewhere, going inside. Just need to take them off real quick while you're riding. You don't lose your gloves. So, and they also talk about the double reinforcement on the seams, which you can see there in the stitching. It has 2 layers of stitching going around all the impact seams on your hands, so your hands stay nice and protected in the event of a fall. Now I'm going to show you guys something really cool about these gloves. Probably the best feature that really sold me on them. As you can see, mine have a kind of a tighter fit. But the thing that really sold me on these gloves, check that out. Flip top thumbs and index finger make it really easy to manipulate a smartphone, do up your helmet, pick up small things off the ground, whatever you need to do. That is a really handy feature on these gloves. Now, with the way these gloves were manufactured, my thumbs come out of them just fine, no problem. However, these are a very tight-fitting glove on me. I have a size large. With these being such a tight-fitting glove, the flip-top finger, it's really tight, not very comfortable to get my finger out. I mean, I can if I need to, but I've never really saw much of a drawback from the finger, or really needed it. But having that thumb out makes all the difference in the world. Now, if you're worried about the fitment of the gloves, I didn't have any issues with mine. I measured my hands according to the sizing chart on the website, and my gloves came in. They were a very tight fit when I initially got them. They've kind of broken in now. All right, so that's enough sitting in the office talking about these things. Let's go get out on the bike, and I'll show you guys why I like that flip-top thumb so much. All right, so we're out here on the bike, and I'm going to show you guys why I prefer these gloves, the Odin Heavy Hitters, over pretty much any other glove out there. And it's because of this thing. Most motorcycle gloves say that they have some kind of a layer or a skin or something on the thumb and forefinger, so you can use your device, right? None of it ever works. And if you're like me, I've got my phone set up so that my thumbprint is needed to access the phone. So, let me show you why I like these so much. And put the bike in neutral so I don't have to hold the clutch while I'm sitting here. Check that out. Now I got my thumb out. I can reach over, We can activate the phone. I can unlock it with my thumbprint. And this is probably my favorite part. We can adjust the music, of course. With the thumb toggles. And I can set it so that it's read music off my phone, which is what I want. That's great. But as you can see, I have no music playing. We got to select our music, so with this app, I have no problem selecting my music app, selecting the song that I want to listen to, playing the song, and then of course I can use my toggles to control the volume. And now we got tunes while we're riding. Alright, so check it out. It's pretty cool, right? So, cool feature about these gloves. So I want to run in someplace real quick. I just rip them off. We toss them on the side of the gas tank. Go and do what I got to do. Can take my helmet on and off real easy. Don't have to worry about where my gloves ran off to, if I dropped them on the ground, anything like that. Plus, I also don't have any issues finding them at the house, because I don't always ride with my helmet, so I can't just keep them in the helmet. But I do stick them to the side of my refrigerator, and I don't have any problems finding my gloves. Right, let's head back up to the studio and we'll get the rest of this video finished up.
Okay, now as to my personal thoughts on these gloves. They're probably the best riding gloves I've ever worn, hands down. Now, the flip side to that, in the past I've always just wore a leather work glove or a mechanics type glove. And at one time I had a set of built weld gloves that were red across the back. You'll see some of those in some of my older videos. But all those were pretty thin gloves. I don't think they really would have held up in a crash too great. I mean, it's better than nothing. But these gloves are definitely built of a little higher quality leather. When I first got them, they had kind of a tight fit. They're still a pretty tight fitting glove. Now, the manufacturer says that they're pre-curved, which is great. That gives them a little more of a natural feel towards the curvature of your hands. But they still did take a little bit of time to break in and really get comfortable. The insides, I don't know how well you can see it, but there is a thin lining on the inside of that that's fairly comfortable on your hands. As far as overall comfort, they're great. And probably my favorite part of them is that flip top finger that lets you still be able to use your phone, manipulate your helmet, pick up small things off the ground if you drop something, all that kind of stuff. So the gloves that I own are just the regular heavy hitters. They're not the perforated. I wear them year-round, summer and winter riding time. Summer, they get a little warm. In the wintertime, they're not really quite thick enough to really keep your hands warm when the weather drops too far down. I mean, it's better than nothing, but they're not going to give you the warmth that you're looking for if, say, you need more of a riding gauntlet. But overall, I wear them year-round. They suit me just fine. I have heated grips, so I don't really have an issue with my hands getting cold. And fortunately enough, I've never tested them in an accident. I don't ever plan on testing them in an accident. But they do have the 2-layer palms, which is great. But like I said, I don't ever plan on testing that. So for overall feel, riding comfort, things like that, these gloves are great. Probably the best I've ever worn. And I would recommend buying a set and picking some up for yourself. All right, so that's my long-term review for Odin Manufacturing's heavy hitters. If you guys like to pick a set up for yourself, I'm not affiliated in any way, but I'll go ahead and throw a link for you to their website down in the description. And until next time, I'll see y'all out on the next ride.